teacher Nico. Today we're going to present a video of the importance of the English language, and basically we're going to do a little study. We're going to take a sample from the population of Tecnológico Monterrey, Campus Monterrey, that consists in doing the basic question of, do you speak English first? And then what's the importance for you of the English language? Why is it important? So it consists in a sample of 13 to 15 people, and then we're going to abstract the best thoughts or the conclusions that we may acquire from them, and then we're going to tell them. So basically it's that a simple study that shows what does the population of Tecnológico Monterrey thinks about the importance of English language.
Okay, so I believe that it is really important to learn English because it's a basic language, and if you go on a trip or whatever and you cannot communicate, there's always one person that knows how to speak English and you can communicate. And that's how you may solve a problem. And also I had an experience that when I went to Acapulco, and I made a lot of new friends that talked English, and my other friends didn't know how to speak English, so they didn't know how to make new friends and they cannot communicate. So I believe it is really important, so learn English.
I think English is very important to everybody in the world, because when people want to communicate, they have to learn another language, and can be very difficult. So if they learn English, that is for me the easiest language in the world, they can communicate with many people instead of learning difficult languages like Chinese, Japanese, or German.
Learning English, it's important because it's an international language and it's a way of communicating between persons, also like social media, publicity, everybody use that language, and it's important that we prepare and know about it, because it's important to understand, and also it's universal. And
another point that many people mention in their opinions is that English can become a really powerful and useful language when they get the opportunity to travel or get out of the country. It has become one of the languages that is present almost everywhere we go. It's like the second language every people or citizens in many countries know. So when you go travel, so you go to another place new, and you need directions, you need information, you need any advice, you can ask people in English, and they are most probably going to answer you in English so that you can understand. Otherwise, you will need to learn many different languages from each country to kind of speak with them. But English has become a really useful tool to make that connection and communication with people easier.
Well, in conclusion, we did these interviews here in Tec de Monterrey. The first thing we asked to the people was if they speak English and the importance of English in their lives. They all told us different things about English, but they were majorly that English was one of the most spoken languages in the world, and that it was very important to learn English because it helps you to understand different cultures